Bienvenue. Les aventures de Frank et Ben. 5e série. Frank and Ben go to Lac de Plaisir with Geneviève and Minot. 13e histoire. Frank and Ben go to Lac de Plaisir, part 13. Lac de Plaisir is a remarkable lake in that it seems like two different lakes joined together. The southern part is very wide, circular, and with an increasingly flatter and less rugged shoreline, while the northern part is long, windy, and irregular, with perpendicular cliffs and steep sloping forested sides. Water skiing, swimming, and sailing are common activities in the southern part, while fishing, canoeing, and mountain bike riding are common activities in or around the northern. Almost as remarkable as the lake is Frank's cottage, located where the two different parts of the lake join, and at such a height that a magnificent view of them is easily afforded. Before Geneviève went out in the canoe with Frank, and before Ben took Minot out in the canoe that proved to be leaky, the four of them crossed the lake in Frank's 15-foot powerboat. In a very short time, they covered the distance between Uncle Emil's cottage on one side of it and Frank's cottage on the other. Once they had arrived at this much more rugged and indeed impressive part of the lake, and Frank had docked his boat, he led the two young women up the 7 flights of stairs that zigzag in front of the tree-topped cliff upon which the cottage is perched. While the two young women became increasingly more excited as they climbed the stairs, he told them about the immense wooden balcony they would soon be standing on. Then in no time they got to the top, and after having spent a few minutes proudly showing them around the inside of the cottage, he took them out to the balcony that, like so much else, he had helped his father build. When Geneviève and Minot first looked out from it, they both gasped and marveled at how far they could see. After some moments of simply enjoying the view and identifying different parts of the lake as well as other points of interest, Geneviève turned towards Frank and said with a twinkle in her eye, "And you thought my backyard was impressive." Note, 3 weeks earlier, Frank and Ben had gone to a pool party at Geneviève's. After they had seen her magnificent living room full of Inuit art, and after they had toured the basement with its well-equipped rooms for watching movies, playing pool, and working out, and finally after they had spent some time in the solarium at the back of the house containing not only plants but works of art, they went outside and saw a spacious wooden patio with everything necessary for the most sophisticated and exotic forms of eating, drinking, lounging around, and entertaining oneself. Further down the yard and away from them they saw, first of all, a swimming pool with its diving board and assorted tables and chairs, then a tennis court with its nearby changing room, and finally a wooded and grassy area stretching towards the river.